Hey everybody, welcome back to Asagao Academy. I just got a cookie from the nice Jared, and I'm gonna be happy. But as I finished the cookie and started on my ramen, and Gerard continued to laugh with the rest of the Norma's boots, I wondered whether it was impossible as I always thought.
Hannah?
Hannah, can you pass me some pepper? I got it. Here, Jared. Thanks. What's your name again? Oh, it's Mai.
Nice.
Thanks, Mai. Ooh.
Hannah!
Oh, well, Hannah, ready to head back? Huh? Oh, yeah. Did Mai look sad, or did I imagine it? Oh, she looked depressed. We threw our trays on the rack and headed out for the cafeteria. As we waved to normal boots, and Gerard cheerily waved back, a sudden pang hit my stomach. Was it guilt? Guilt for what? Was it of the cookie? After class ended that day, Mai said that she had volleyball practice and sped off. Thankfully, this time I knew where I was going, and so I headed straight back and collapsed on my bed. It was nice to have some time to myself. After everything that happened, I felt like I was going crazy. I could use some relaxation. I didn't have a computer or a TV, and the book Satch gave me was really good, but sometimes it got a bit hard to read. Instead, I took out my phone and started flipping through the App Store. Nothing really looked good. No, okay. Wait, what was this? I sat up. Doom's Revenge. Face off against 3 other players as you catch monsters, raise them, and use their unique skills to aid you on your puzzle-solving quest. Only you can save Meta World from its ignorant king and utter destruction. Now with a single-player campaign. Raise crops to feed your monsters. If you're lucky, they'll transform into cute girls. What? What the crap? It looks so stupid, but it couldn't hurt to give it a try. That is true. If you find a game that you find is stupid, give it a try. You might find it pretty hilarious. I downloaded and started up the game. Welcome to Doom's Revenge. I skipped the intro sequence and quickly hit the single player. Loading. The loading times were terrible. So are most other games on any sort of mobile device. Suddenly, a cartoonish hill valley met my eyes, panning over a white castle nestled next to a cliff. A lazy king lay asleep on the throne when a squat silver soldier ran into the room. King Doom, quickly, we are under attack! Oh, just send the first platoon off, please. I'm rather tired. The knight left and the screen faded to a world map showing a horde of black blobs on the right side of the screen. A small group of knights ran up against the blobs and were instantly devoured. Nom. One of the black blobs split out a helmet with a skull inside. What the crap is this game? This sounds fun! Things continued in this way, with the king sending off his platoons haphazardly until no one was left. Then the king awoke in his chair and turned to the screen. You! Me? Only you can save my kingdom, please. I don't think I can save your kingdom. And you're the menace, and you're the one menacing it. How dare you? What? What the heck? Could this thing hear me? You are no longer my advisor. Go back to your home village and let me deal with this myself. A tiny sprite with brown hair flew across the world map, bouncing into a bunch of red houses. I guess my only choice is to raise an army of monsters myself, overthrow the king, and then raise an army to fight oncoming boobity bloops. How the crap did you come to that conclusion? Finally, I was allowed to play the actual game. Hey, if that happens, don't ever question the game logic. Just don't ever question it. A dozen multicolored blocks appeared on the screen. The monsters I was initially given could only hit the corresponding colors and couldn't activate any traps. Supposedly, more monsters could even eventually learn how to set up traps, and you could do certain combos to hinder the opposing team. If you had an attractive girl on your team, she could use an ability to double the rate of your opponent's blocks or have their clock time, but that had a drawback for you too. Okay, what? Why? Why is this happening? But not to mention the combinations between girls and okay, I'm gonna skip over this. How the heck am I supposed to remember all this? I failed the first few times, but quickly got the hang of it. I was just about being adaptable and maintaining a flexible... What? What is this? My eyes started to hurt and I looked at the time. 8 o'clock? It's been 4 hours? I had reading to do. I grabbed my textbook, flicked on my radio, and began to read. There had been many tales and times when the moon had fallen on the planets, the most popular of these being the myth of Terminia. However, these myths had never been proven more than a hallucination. My eyes blurred over my astronomy textbook, and I yawned. The sherbet piece floating from my radio made me want to go to sleep, and I toyed with the idea of going to class without finishing my reading. Who cared how many times the moon was supposed to fall? Especially when time travel was involved. Hannah! Oh, Mai burst in through the door, flung herself across the room and grabbed my radio. Hey, where have you been? What are you doing? Give me a second, we're missing it. There we go. But I swear, that dog was the living worst. That's why you need a bird like my lovely Jacques. Watch your tongue. What is this?
Hey.
So, the time has come to make an official announcement. This year, just like every other year, the Normal Boost Club will be participating in the video game tournament. Woo yay! As PBG applauded as though he were a crowd of 30 people, I shot a puzzled glance at Mai. I hope you guys will support us again this year. Best of luck to our competitors. You guys are going downtown. And now for some music. Oh, this is fun. Might turn down the radio inside. Okay, what did you want? What was that? PB&G. It's PB and John's radio show. They have a radio show? What do they do on it? Oh, you know, they talk and stuff and play music sometimes. Everyone in school listens to it. I'm so glad you brought your radio. I forgot mine at home. And a video game tournament? Yeah, didn't you hear them talking about it the other day? No? Come on. Come to think of it, I hadn't paid much attention to their conversations. I was too busy worrying about myself. Every year they have a video game tournament down at Higabana Mall. Lots of people come to compete, but everyone knows the real fight is between the Normal Boots Club and the Hidden Block Club. Is that what they do? Video game tournaments? Yeah, that's why nobody ever joined them since their interception. Well, I guess partly they're a group of friends who just happen to make a club together, but also, unless you're really talented, you just drag them down. Ouch. No, not all of them are so harsh, but some of them, well... I glanced away, but I feel like I knew who she was talking about. That's too bad. Oh, she's talking about Jared again. Oh, the poor girl. The conversation I had before with Jimmy and Caddy came to my mind. They had really thought I was joining the Normal Boots Club. There was no way. I hadn't played a video game since I was a kid. My father gave me a 4DS when I left the home. But... the night before I left home for Asagao, my dad came to visit me in my room. I had packed a few things I owned into a briefcase in a single cardboard box set to be shipped with the train. I sat there and stared at the box, somewhat bitter. I barely even needed it. I didn't own much. Hannah? Yeah, Dad? My father stood in front of me, a weary smile on his face. Even though he tried to hide it, I can see by the deep wrinkles around his eyes and forehead that he was tired, sad. The past few years had taken a toll on him, and I hadn't eased things. You'll be leaving tomorrow. Yeah. A heavy silence hung between us, filling my childhood bedroom like styrofoam. Are you excited? Yeah! Yeah, I am! He nodded and glanced around my room, at the pale blue walls, the broken clock above my old desk, the scruff marks made around the doorframe where I ran into as a kid. I lived in this house almost my whole life, ever since moving out of kindergarten. It was everything I knew, but now it was too much for me. The decision to transfer to Asagao didn't come lightly. First, it was a prestigious institution with a highly prized reputation. Only the best of the best, touring either great grades, impressive talent, or lots of money could get in. I was none of those things, but I made it in regardless. Part of me suspected I was a charity case. I received a small scholarship, and with no doubt, look good for the academy to have fostered a poverty-stricken child into its walls. And despite the fact that my father couldn't afford it even with the scholarship, he guaranteed he'll support me if I went. I looked again at the wrinkles in his face. At his sagged shoulders, he pressed his hand against his body to hide the way they shook. All for me, he'd be alone. I'm glad you're going. I think this will be good for you. Yeah. I wish I could say something else, but nothing came. Well, honey, just in case if you get homesick, I brought you a present for you. A present? From his pocket, my dad produced a shining pink Nintendo 4DS and placed it into my hands. For you. But why? How? Dad, did this cost so much? You're already killing yourself to let me go. Why would you... Tears spilled from my eyes as my dad smiled. Nothing is too good for you, my dear Hannah. His voice was trembling. You're my pride and joy. You deserve so much better than you've gotten from me. Dad, go to Asagao, have fun, make a lot of friends. And when you get homesick, you play with that. I'll make do. I stood up and hugged him, burying my face in his scratchy sweater and oatmeal smell. I'll miss you. I'll miss you, my little Hannah. Oh, that's so cute. I want to be a dad just like that. Even though if I can't afford a lot of the good things, I still want to give my kids a happy childhood with my old video game systems. Yes, I will allow them to play my Sega Genesis too, even though I am terrified of almost anybody touching it except for me. But the thing is, he forgot to give me a cartridge to play with. Now I glanced at the machine hidden behind my desk lamp. Might watch me carefully. Well, you never know what could happen. What? What do you mean? Mai giggled. Nothing. Nothing at all. But I just got back, so I've got work to do. Work? Right! PBG and I still have the project due. We hadn't met to discuss it at all. He said he had it under control, but I should probably make a backup plan just in case. It wasn't that I didn't trust him, it was just that, okay, I didn't trust him. Sighing, I worked at a kink out of my shoulder. It looked like it would be a long night. Talk about art classes, jeez. Ugh, what was that noise? Stop it, please. Ugh, I'm coming. Who on earth would do this so early? So early in the morning, in fact, that it wasn't even light out. I quietly padded over to the door. Mai shifted into bed. What? What? Hi! It's about time from Joshualina. Who? Oh, honey. She pushed past me and swept into the room, flipping on the light. Paul and Nick followed in after him. Hannah, I just feel terrible for ruining your uniform. Sincerely, we owe you an apology and clean uniform. I'm not so good at this kind of thing, so I brought my friend in to help me. Josh pulled open my drawer and tossed out clothes left and right. Oh my gosh, stop that! That's my underwear! What's wrong with you? I ran to him and grabbed his arm, trying to pull him away. These panties are so cute, they're perfect. Okay, skipping. Where's your uniform? I ducked below Josh and pulled open a drawer, pulling out the sticky fabric. Here, take it. I threw it at Josh's face, but he caught it with ease. This is no problem. Oh, I promise to have this cleaned in no time, girls. Girls? He snapped. Follow me. Girls. Paul, Nick, and Josh swept from my room. They didn't even head towards the hall exit. Instead, they turned left, heading deeper into the dormitory. I didn't have a good feeling about this. I don't know either. But actually, we're going to have to stop there for this episode. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, leave me a comment. I'll be reading them and responding. And I will be seeing you later. He's gonna. Oh, he shot me in the leg again! Stop shooting me there, please! I want to walk! I need that! And the engine is still running. You okay, buddy? I should probably turn that thing off before anybody finds me. Before anybody kills me! Or maybe not. I'll just leave it there.